Bienvenidos, a lifestyle of smiles, the exhilarating YouTube journey of a daring American father who's made the leap to start anew in the Dominican Republic. Dive into a world where cultures collide as he explores the rhythm of island life, learns the language, aprendiendo español, and embraces the thrilling dating scene. From the lively calles of Santo Domingo to the tranquil playas, every episode is an adventure. Join Dia for fiestas, sabrosa, comida, and genuine insight into parenting abroad. What's going on? What's up, everybody? Man, I'm just over here trying to get these shoes together. Cause first thing in the morning, I gotta go slide on some open Bavaro. So I'm gonna show y'all how to get on this Punta Canna Express, just to get from Santo Domingo over to Bavaro and Punta Cana. Slide over first thing in the morning, so I can go link up with somebody that I know that's out there. I gotta go see this little restaurant. It's sort of like a little buffet. That's where I believe, I'm initially be going at, but things could change first thing in the morning because you know how it goes in life, dollar stir. Anything go wrong will go wrong. But as far as tonight, I'm just going and get these cleaned up a little bit so I can go see what's going on and see what she talking about. Somebody I've been knowing for a little bit and I ain't got to pull up on them. So, let's see what's up. Do like a little, like I said, this is just gonna be a quick little link so I can see this buffet spot and see what's up. Yeah, she already done got irritated off some little stuff I done said to her about just it was just a miscommunication, man, off of making sure she ain't got the wrong idea about some things, man, because man, being an American, we get so much of a bad reputation here when it comes to dating and stuff. And it's so bad, bro, that like the only women who are jumping to mess with you and want to be with you in the Dominican Republic, and not really be with you just to jump and be all up in your face, be the pros. And then the actual good, decent, and average women, they look at you and they like, nah, I can't even be seen with you. Can't date you because you an American. They gonna think I'm with you for your money. They gonna call me a street girl. All these different things, man, and they not lying. I know you see all the goofy and foolish stuff that people put on YouTube about the DR, and they making the women look bad. They make the culture look bad. They make it seem like Sosua, Puerto Plata. I'm just say it like this: those places, to the expats that actually live down here in Santo Domingo, Sosua and Puerto Plata, and places like Punta Cana and stuff like that, and Boca Chica, we don't even consider them Dominican Republic. If you want to be honest, we do not consider them places Dominican Republic. There's a group of expats who's been here for a very long time, and within this group, we consider them places as American outposts because everything is so geared towards a certain type of person because so many Americans come here and they're spending money. Those places do not represent the Dominican Republic for what it really is, And it's one of those things, man, it's really irritating because, you can actually come here and find somebody who's worthwhile. You can actually come here and find a good woman and get married, have kids, and all those good things. But the issue is if when you find that good woman, is she gonna give you the time of day, or is she gonna look at you and say, well, nah, I can't be seen with you. I can't do this. I can't do that. Whatever the case may be. And you got to understand from their point of view, these women have reputations. You know what I'm saying? And what does it look like if they running around with an American man for a couple of weeks, and then they not running around with the same man, and then they running around with a different man? Of course, they family, friends, and neighbors and colleagues and stuff at their job are gonna look at them and be like, man, you out here being a chappy, and you out here, and you doing things that we don't really approve of and stuff like that. So I understand when I meet women, you know, who come from well-off families and come from good backgrounds, when they reject me and be like, nah, man, you're a nice person, whatever the case may be, whatever the rejection conversation is. And I get it. You can't be mad at that. And I'm not, I always, lead with the fact that, I've been living here for a year, been learning the language for a complete year, the culture as well, and, different things that go on here. I'm well in tune with it. And off face value, of course I'm being judged. They say don't judge a book by its cover, but here you got to, because these women have been told so many different things by so many different people from all around the world. When you come here, you got to realize that you're not just competing for the top women with their top men that are here, the Dominican Haitians. There's a lot of good Dominican men and Haitian men here who are very well off, who got plenty of money. You know what I mean? And you competing with them, you competing with dudes from all over the world. You got to realize social media is off the chain. It's connecting people from all walks of life. So you competing with everybody. And these women have been told so much stuff that you will start meeting some that are so jaded to where they not even gonna hurt. You could be as genuine as could be. You could be the type of guy that, man, you really want to be getting into a relationship. You want to be married. You want to find the person that's for you because you want to have kids and stuff in the future. But that woman who comes from the well-off family, and she comes from a background to where she's working, and she handles her business, and she doesn't ask anything. She doesn't ask for anything. That type of woman is what a lot of dudes be stressing. Like, man, I want that's the type that I want. I want a woman to where I don't have to worry about her needing this, worry about her needing that, and she's not looking at me to want to just get into my pockets. Them women, they don't really be having no time for foreigners. They really don't. And like I said, you can't blame them because they've been told so many dreams and so many lies. They might have met a guy in their early 20s, you know what I'm saying? And he might have been here for 2, 3 months, 6 months, or whatever, and they done fell head over heels for him, and then he ups and leave and never came back. Oh, baby, I'm gonna come back. They done heard that shit a million times, dog. So my only advice and my only go-to for guys and women who come here and you actually look into being a decent relationship and you're not into the P2P, we gonna stay away from that. If that's what you into and you want something real, then you're gonna have to learn that language, you're gonna have to learn that culture. Because without it, you just another foreigner, dude. Like, and I'm gonna say this in the best way I can, but if you don't know their language, if you don't know their culture, even if they speak English, how can you truly connect with them on a different type of level? How can you connect with them on their level? Because as I've been here for a year and I've learned a good amount of Spanish, and I'm not fluent, but the way that I can express my emotions and my affection for a woman here in Spanish, I cannot express the same way in English. There's different phrases and different words that means different things that in English it just doesn't translate. Like I know Spanish and I can speak a good deal amount of it, but I can't translate it to English. You can come to me and be like, "Hey man, can you walk around with me, help translate this, translate that?" I can't translate anything for you because the way that I learned Spanish by only learning Spanish. It's I'm gonna put it like this. I learned through an immersion program to where they only spoke Spanish. They didn't give me English translations. I can use Spanish words. I can use Spanish phrases. I know grammar. I know how sentences are structured. I know how to damn near write a whole essay and have a whole speech and give a presentation in Spanish. But I cannot translate it. I cannot translate it in English. But I know what it means in Spanish, and I can use Spanish words to describe what I'm trying to explain. But I only know it in Spanish. I don't know it in English. Me trying to translate it to English confuses me. So I only stick with what I know in Spanish. That's why I say if you don't know the language and you don't know the culture, how can you truly connect with them on a level? And for you to be taken seriously, you're gonna have to learn the language. You're gonna have to learn the culture, and you're gonna have to learn it fast. Because there's people here. I kid you not. There's people here that I know that are married to Dominicans and been married for a while, and they don't even speak the language. Wife don't even speak English, and they married, and they like, oh man, I love her, and I'm not saying that you can't fall in love with somebody you don't speak the same language. I'm not gonna say that you can't because it's very much possible, but it's a whole different ordeal and situation when you know the language and you know the culture. I can't see myself being here and getting into a relationship with someone if I don't know the language. If I can't sit there and express to you how I feel about you in your native tongue, and all I can do is pull out the Google Translate, oh baby, I really miss you, whatever the case may be, that's just not gonna work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need when I speak to a woman here and I'm speaking to her in Spanish, I need her to understand, where I'm coming from. I need her to understand that this is who I am and this is what I do. Look, this is something that I'm true to. And it's completely a genuine experience. I can't sit back and always pull out that phone to be able to describe this and describe that. No, I got to be able to use the words that I do know to get my point across. I need you to know that I'm putting forth the best effort so that I can make the best connection. I can't sit around and be dating somebody and be going here, be going there, and living with somebody that I can't communicate with outside my phone. It's just not going to work. And I know so many guys here who are doing that and who are living their life that way here, and they're completely happy and content, and that's fine. But if you're looking for a genuine experience, you're looking to actually find somebody to take you seriously, you need to learn the language. Because outside of that, if you can't communicate with her on her level, then how can you ever truly believe that she fully understands you and how you really feel about her? There's certain things that, there's a phrase, te extraño. No. There's a phrase, te quiero. And that in English means, it will translate over into I love you. It's another way of saying I love you or whatnot. But in Spanish, it means like you I want. Te is you, it's a pronoun for you, and then quiero means I want. And if you don't understand that from a Spanish point of view, when somebody is texting you that, you'll sit there and be confused, like, man, what is she telling me she loved me for? And and all of these different things. And it's not that, but it's just another way of expressing like you have a strong feeling for someone. But if you don't know the language, how are you able to deal and get with a person? And it's just so much lack of communication. There's always going to be some type of weird, hold on, I didn't mean to say this, I was trying to explain that. Man, when I first got here, I went through all of that, man. And when I when I first moved here and I was going on so many different dates and stuff, off face value, when you think about it, you like, man, oh man, I'm having a good time. I'm meeting people. I'm going out. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. But then I realized, like, man, I was dealing with a lot of disrespect because I didn't understand the language and I didn't understand the culture. I didn't understand that in this culture, women are supposed to behave a certain type of way when it comes to dating. I didn't understand that when you are getting so far along in dating, there are certain types of traditions that men are expected to do. And if you don't know the language, you don't know the culture, you cannot do these things. Now, there is some Dominican women that's gonna let a lot of things slide because they understand you don't know the language and all of that. But the Dominican women here who are really about, finding somebody on their level and finding somebody who's going to be a perfect match to them, they're going to require you to know this stuff. And if you don't already know this stuff before you meet them, a lot of them are not going to give you the time of day. And quite honestly, with the top women, we don't even, as an American, we don't even have access to those women because those women are only going after the top Dominican and Haitian men. They're not coming and looking for Americans. They can care less that you're an American. You know why? Because their top men make the same amount of money as we do. The U.S. dollar, people think that because they got a U.S. passport and they got the U.S. dollar, that they the top 1% in these other countries. What up? It's the deal. What's happening? Shoot, I told y'all last night, this morning, we got to get up and slide over to Bavaro. And I'm going to show y'all how to get on this Punta Canna Express. Shoot, I'm about to just go ahead and get ready. What they be saying, get ready with me. Nah, man, I don't be wearing no lotion, nothing. But I usually use some of that, coconut oil and stuff like that. Just because it is hot down here. But that coconut oil, it's not sticky like lotion. So I use all types of, different things like that so my hands and, face ain't ashy. And I told you I gotta slide on somebody over just to go see what's up with one of these restaurants, and she gonna kind of give me some good ideas of what's going on out there because I want to take my children out to that area sometime next month in March so that they can go out there and have a good time. I've been there a couple of times, but this would be the first time that I really shoot out there and hit up a local restaurant or whatnot. Fucking one thing I wanted to say is that no matter what, man, that's going on in your life, man, you gotta keep steadily stepping, man. Like, I know that the video just dropped of what happened to me on V-Day, Valentine's Day here, when I got my foot ran over by that car and everything like that. And you know what I'm saying, it was interesting. I had some individuals that hit me up and was like, man, what happens when something like that goes on and goes down, where you gotta realize, like, this is a whole nother country. It's not like the States where, like, if something like that happens, you get into any type of car accident, you pull over and the police come, you file a police report and stuff like that. It doesn't really work the same way here. So, like, the best advice I can give anybody is to make sure you do have some good health insurance, before you come here, and make sure that it is recognized in the Dominican Republic. If you're not sure, go to the insurance offices on Churchill, and you can go in there and they give you a quote that day, and you can get you something and you signed your paperwork. That way, if anything pops off, you straight. And that was the first thing that I did when I moved here. I went straight to the school, the language school, and signed up. And I got me a health insurance plan. And then when my children came down last year at the end of October, I got them an insurance plan. Before they had even landed off the plane, my insurance adjuster was like, "Hey man, they already added. So as soon as they touch down, if anything happened, anybody gets sick, they covered it." So, keep that in mind. Freaking another thing, man, I wanted to address is that your mindset here is really gonna be what makes or break you across seas. If you the type of person that has a negative mindset and you don't find the joy and pleasure in different things, then it's just not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're trying to move to a country, you don't speak the language, you don't know the culture. It's a whole different, you know what I'm saying? It's a different time out here, and you have to learn how to be able to navigate living in this new world, because it's going to be a culture shock, especially when it comes to, using a restroom. Can't flush toilet paper. Americans hear about that and they're like horrified. Like, what? How do I use the bathroom? I can't do that. I did have a bidet in my bathroom, but I ended up taking it out because I didn't want my kids messing with it, breaking it, and all that. They don't understand how to really use it yet, and I've been still trying to teach them how to do certain things in the bathroom. Other things like here, most people that I know in the States we do this as well, but they take a shower first thing in the morning. If they come home in the afternoon, they'll take a shower, and then before they go to sleep, they take a shower. And that's because it's so hot here. You sweating. Hell, I'm sweating. Hell, right now. Hold on. Hell, I'm sweating right now. But that's because, like I said, it's very hot. So, they keep their hygiene up on point here. If you ever come here and you meet somebody who, let's say y'all hanging out for a couple of days and they staying at your place. If when they wake up in the morning, they don't take a shower, and before they go to sleep at night and they not taking showers, you might want to get away from that person because it's just not a normal thing here. You know what I mean? But the cologne I'm going to be throwing on today is this sexual Norin right here. Go get you some of this right here. Yeah, this is that shit right here. I ain't even gonna lie. I call this right here. I call this it's the dropper right here. I ain't even gonna stunt to you. I got a whole bunch of different colognes. I'm going to actually be, every time I do go out on dates and stuff like that, I'll make sure I show y'all the different colognes that I throw on, because I wear a different cologne every day. And I got some that I like more than others. So I'm going to, let y'all know what's up. And, this isn't something you can go to Walmart and buy. You're going to have to literally go to a fragrance store to be able to go get you some of this. But this right here, this right here, I'm telling you, hey, you wear some of this right here down here, and then somebody give you a hug, they gonna be like, hey, muy rico, I ain't even gonna lie to you, this right here get the job done. You may have a language barrier, but as long as that hygiene on point, they gonna, I'm trying to tell you, boy. This ain't nothing nice right here. This ain't nothing nice right here. But anyways, man, we trying to go ahead and, get this day started, man, and kids about to go. It's early in the morning. It's before 7. Kids about to go to their programs. My housekeeper about to show up and handle her business like she do every day. So, hell, it's all good from her. I'm excited, man, to go out here and link up with somebody I've been meaning to give some time to for a while because I met her last year in the national district and everything, but we didn't have the time to. I didn't have no time to really have too many conversations with her because I had a lot of different things going on and going through whatever and shooting back and forth. She had her own issues and stuff popping off. But today I got some time, so I'm gonna do a day trip, slide out there for. It'll take me about a little bit over 2 hours. Hold on. It'll take me a little bit over 2 hours to get there, but it's a worthwhile trip, man. Even if what I'm saying, I get there and it just become one of them situations where it's massive, man, a little bit more or less. It ain't nothing really shaking. I still got out there and what I'm saying, did something different one day because I don't really have nothing going on. I work for myself, so I did a whole bunch of my work yesterday so that I can be freed up today to slide out there for about an hour or two and slide on back to the crib before my kids get out their programs and stuff. But I ain't wearing no jeans or nothing today just because I am going on this little ride. I'm gonna put on these they sort of like, they not windbreakers, they like they kind of like a gym pants sort of ordeal, but they got these zip up pockets, and I like them because when you're traveling, you want to make sure that you can keep all your belongings right on you. And I can zip these pockets up. Somebody try to go in these pockets, I heard that, heard a little zip come on down. But I throw these on just so I'm a little bit more comfortable jumping in and off this bus because they do stops at little stores and everything, and you know how it is when you in them jeans and the bus be hot or something and you get to sweating even more. And I became accustomed to being in the heat and all of that, but hell, I still get hot. I'm from Kentucky where, we get temperatures below zero and we get full winters there, so but I've been here for a year, so I have adapted to it. And all that good shit. So, I've been seeing lately a lot of individuals posting on YouTube about, dating and being here and how they can't really find someone to really connect with in the DR, and they're kind of shedding a negative light on the women and the men here. And it's all because, and how can I put it? It's not that you can't come here and you can't find you somebody worthwhile, because you can, but you have to make it make sense, dude. Like, you can't come here and deal with a pro and think like, oh, well, because I spent some money, I gave her some money, she's going to be loyal to me, or he's going to be loyal to me, whatever the case may be, because it doesn't work that way. That's not how love works. Love is not transaction. That's not how it's going to go. You got to realize that if you come here and you dealing with somebody from that lifestyle and you want to take them out, yeah, you got to have a certain amount of money to take them out that lifestyle. You got to realize, like, those women are making $1,000, $2,000 a month. Are you willing to just hand that over to her to keep her from doing that? I'm just, you got to ask yourself these questions, because a lot of guys come here and they force relationships on some of these women, and they be like, well, I paid your rent, yada yada yada. Hell, her rent's $100, $200 at most a month, and she went from making $2,000 doing what she been doing to trying to be in a relationship with you, and you don't want to provide her the life that she already provided for herself. You got to understand, there's got to be an equal balance to this. If you can't provide and you can't get her the things that she needs and wants, she got to go figure out herself. And that's where the issue comes in, that because a lot of dudes come here thinking they got that USD and they got money is gonna do this and then they can make the money twerk and they can flip, do backflips, smack it, rub it down, whatever the case may be, but it's not the case. And a DR is a lot more expensive than people really think it is, especially if you're gonna be in a relationship. Like, do you really make enough money to give a woman her to take her off the streets and give her $2,000 a month? Do you got enough money to do that? Because if you do, then you probably wouldn't even be dealing with that type of woman in the first place. If you had that type of money, because if you had that type of money, and you was in the States, you could, man. If you had that type of money and you was in the States, you could have anybody you want giving up $2,000 a month. I'm just gonna keep it all the way 1,000 with you. So think about that before you come here and you want to get a relationship with these women in the red light district. There's nothing wrong with it. You do what you do. You know what I'm saying? I got respect. You know, I got respect for the ladies and the dudes who's out there, you know, doing their thing, making their money. It is what it is. I don't care. I don't judge. You know, I respect the honest 304. It's just the ones that lie about it that I don't respect. But I respect the honest 304. I'm gonna be straight up about it. You know what I'm saying? But just think about that before you come here. Like, do you got enough money to really be in a relationship? Because that's the reason why I've been here for a year and all I do is casually date. Because I know that if I'm gonna be in a relationship with a woman here, and let's say she's making $600 a month, she's sending money home to her mother and her father that live in the barrio. And she's working here, working there, working herself to the bone, and she wants to go to school and go to university and stuff like that. If I get in a relationship with her, I gotta realize that, okay, am I willing to give her $500-$600 a month just off GP? Am I willing to help pay for her to go back to school? Am I willing to send money to her family in the barrio? And a lot of these questions, dudes don't ask themselves. And the answer for a lot of these guys be no. Because guys just want to show up here. They just want to show up here and they want to get with a woman and they want to sexualize and fantasize her to the max and do all of these different erotic things with her, but when it comes to the nitty gritty of her being taken care of, nobody won't do it. But now we want to have sex, but we don't want to do anything for you. It's the same stuff that goes on in the States, and when I say it, it's mind boggling and it's unbelievable. It really is. It's really unbelievable that that dudes really come here and they just want to, and that's it. Like, nah, like I don't understand. I don't understand what's been going on with a lot of the guys because I'm only 29 years old and I wasn't raised like that. If I date a woman and I'm taking you seriously, what I'll do is this. I'm gonna make sure that you don't have no financial struggles. You ain't gotta come to me and ask me for anything. I know what your problems are, and I'm gonna make sure I handle them before they even come up. I know your mama and daddy in a barrio with a tin roof and a dirt floor, but they own their house and they need help with doing improvements. I understand that fact. And if I get in a relationship, I'm willing to take on that because that's what comes with being in a relationship with a lot of these different people. Even in the United States, when I was in a relationship with people, I was helping their family out, helping their cousins and their brothers and their sisters with this and that. That comes along with being in a relationship with somebody. But if that's not what you're willing to do and you're not cool with that, then don't come to be in a relationship. Just come, keep it casual, and be upfront about it, man. I'm not trying to spend no money. I ain't trying to be with you like that. I just want to hang out. Just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? We not stringing. It's 2024. We not stringing people along, and we not playing no games with nobody. We gonna be upfront and straight like that. We gonna tell them exactly what it is and exactly what it ain't. Like I said, that's just me. That's just how I look at it. Because if I'm dating you and it's serious, my woman not going to work. I'm be honest with you. She not going to work. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. I'm pulling her straight up out of there. How much they pay you? 500 a month, 600 a month. All right, cool, man. Hey, I'm on my way to pick you up. Hey, tell them you gotta go. Go on and let them know it is what it is. I got more pressing issues for her to handle so that I can keep working and keep providing and building a better future for us. But she ain't going to work. And with that being the case, I gotta be willing to give her the money that she was already making. And when her mother calls and her father needs something, I gotta be willing to help out and do that. Because how she gonna be in a relationship with me if we together, but when she asks for something, oh, I ain't got it. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, well, my mama said her roof's leaking. Can you do this and do that? Oh, man, I can't do that. Why would she want to be in a relationship with me and I can't do nothing for her but be on top of her every night? You feel what I'm saying? Like, it don't even make, it literally doesn't make any logical sense, man. It really don't. It really don't make no logical sense. Why be in a relationship if you can't afford it? But that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna go ahead and get finished getting ready, and then I'm gonna hit y'all back up as soon as I get over to the bus station and everything like that. And I'm gonna let y'all know what's up. Now, I know exactly what you're thinking. This man done got right back on one of these motos, but bear with me. I was running a little bit behind on time, and you're really supposed to be at the bus station an hour prior to guarantee your spot on the bus. So sit back, relax, and take a quick ride with me. I'm about to go on over here now, and I'm on the back of this moto, and we gonna slide. So I'm just now arriving to the bus station. I'm right behind it, and I am right on time. Y'all know how it be with us Americans and stuff. But the bus when I pull up is already there, so I may not even have a guaranteed seat. But we about to see what's going on, and we about to see how much it costs to get on this bus so that y'all can see everything. And I'm still going to keep recording. Okay. Algo rápido. Loro. Sí, uno. So this part was very simple. It was only 450 pesos for a ticket. And like I said, I really was just on time. He was about to take that plaque out that had 9 a.m. on it. And once they take that out, nobody else can be allowed on the bus because, you can pre-buy your seats a couple of days beforehand. So that might be something that you want to do just to guarantee that you have a certain seat. And they let me on, but I don't have a guaranteed seat. And you can actually be told that you would have to wait, but they're going to actually let me on. As you can see, the bus is pretty good. It's nice. It was fully, it had AC, and each part of the bus had a different set of Wi-Fi depending on which area you was in. And they also have a VIP area on the bus. So that was kind of, interesting. I didn't know this because the first time I got on this bus last year in March, same around the same time, it was just a older like Greyhound bus, and they didn't have seats. You just got on there and got in whatever seat you want to get into. But I ended up finding out on this day that people had prearranged seats. But it is what it is, and like I said, they still allowed me on, so I appreciate it. Now they have two stops that they do inside of Santo Domingo National District before they start going to the outskirts and start picking up people along the way. So if you do miss the bus at the first station, it is possible that you can make it to that next station. If you're on the back of a moto, it's possible that they can get you over before that bus get there because it goes through a heavy traffic area just to get there. And this area is the Duarte Estacion, and it's just Duarte bus station. And like I said, you got a possibility that you can't make it to this one. But once you do get to this one, if you don't have a ticket already, you're probably going to be told that you're not allowed to get on the bus at that time. You would have to wait to see if anybody else showed up. And I actually seen some people who were out with children and stuff, and they missed getting on at the first station. They didn't have pre-tickets, and they ended up, like I said, having to sit there and wait to get on the very next bus. Now I'm actually going to end my video off here because I got a lot more to show y'all and everything that I did once I got there and how I conducted the travel and some of the things that happened and actually who I ended up meeting up with and the place that we went to go eat and walking on the beach. So look forward to seeing part two, and I'm happy that y'all looked in today. Thank y'all for sliding with me.